Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? We got Big Tito, Miles Stanley Ward, the D Train, and underscore.
Yo, what is up, everybody?
It's time to get down to business, folks. It's time to get blazed. Cassie's in the building. Good to see you. Hit that thumbs up, everybody. Share it out if you haven't already. We got a lot of stuff to get to here tonight, and a surprise for some people in the chat. Yes, we'll be giving away a special little reward here tonight. Stay tuned. All right. We're just about ready to go here, people. We're going to go over a bunch of things here on the company and some things that are going down. It's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be wild. A little something different. We're going to try a few different things here tonight. Crushing Kelly's in the building. Drum Monkey, Shadow Press. We're going to go over a bunch of stuff, a bunch of information. So sit back, relax, let the AI take you for no. Sit back, strap yourself in, strap yourself on. Yeah, stuff like that. Come on. Good to see everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're going to get to right down to business. And we're going to talk about the state of the leaning towards death wrestling. We had the state of the LTD address back in the day, a long time ago. We used to do this. And we talked about what is LTD? Well, what is LTD? We have actually on the website something that's from way back in the EFED days, where we talk about what the company's all about. Well, back in the EFED days, there are a little bit things that are different. But if you see that on the website there, that is what I'm talking about. It gives you everything that we are down for, what's going on. But the idea behind LTD, we'll get to here in just a few minutes. I want to cover exactly what it means. And it's what it was before, but there's a lot of new faces. We brought in tons of new people here. Actually, we just recently, if you saw, hired 5 new individuals. And we'll be getting to some of the new cards as well. We have the roster page updated now. I promised to do it before, but yeah, that didn't work out so well last time. But I'm going to try to get it a little better this time. I think I got it under control. Yeah, it should have, D-Train. It should have. Good call. But good to see everybody. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Share it out. We got a lot of information to get to tonight, plus a surprise here at the end for one of the 64 individuals that are in the gathering. Bringing together a bunch of companies, bringing together a whole bunch of great people. It is here to unify. You see the 64 names in the main tournament. Wait, where's it at? Yeah, there it is. No, we want the... There we go. You see the 64 names in the main tournament. A lot of the different companies as well. Let's see if I can get this right. Still working out the kinks in the old StreamYards thing, but I think it gives me a really good way to bring people on board. So if you guys are in the chat, if you guys want to talk at all, I will be bringing on a couple guests here at some point in time. I got the link to this StreamYards chat both in the Skype private chat, the Facebook private chat, and the Twitter private chat. So we'll talk about those here in a moment too. We have 5 or 6 different points I want to go across, and that surprise, how we're going to unveil some things for the gathering. It's going to start next week. A 64-man double elimination tournament on the main roster, a 20-woman Battle Queen tournament that'll also be double elimination. We'll be revealing those brackets here very shortly here tonight. Well, we all know there's some big matches coming up this Saturday at the Golden Super card. We do have the Battle Queen title on the line. Ariel Black will put it up against Shalky, Crushing Kelly, and now Ivy Pine thrown into that mix as well. We also threw a monkey wrench. Sorry, drum monkey, pun intended. For Duke Zinda, our world champion is now he'll face Mr. U-Taker and the #1 contender, Brian LG. Well, speaking of the ladies again, the Double Duchess tag team title being on the line, Shulky and Mrs. U-Taker will take on the champions, Carolyn Swift, Isabel Dalehite of the Second City Dojo. So while we're talking about some of the ladies, why don't we try this again? We tried it the other night to show you the new cards that have been released from the roster. First and foremost, our Battle Queen Ariel Black. So we brought the Battle Queen back in, the Battle Queen Ariel Black. Her card here as well to show you the semi-new design of the logo, as well as the Battle Queen card. And you can see the back as well. We jumped over the numbers and we're having the ladies first. We do have a list of men and the active roster will be releasing as well. But Ariel Black, our Battle Queen champion, her card is now up for viewing pleasure. Hey now. As well as a couple others. So let's show them off now. Bad Amy, now a part of the company, has been amazing as a competitor. And it's crazy. She has one hell of a status and the card as well. Well, if we go back to the roster, we'll reveal just a few more of these new ones. Carolyn Swift, we talked about the tag team championships. One half of the Double Duchess champions, Miss Violence herself. Hell yes. And Miss Violence, Carolyn Swift, her card now updated as well. From the city of Chicago in the Second City Dojo. Tag team with Isabel Dalehite. Now, Isabella Dalehite, and her card was released as well. You see her with that glorious Double Duchess Tag Team Championship belt on as well. We'll get to more on that. We talked about the title fight coming up this Saturday, as well as we'll be revealing the brackets here today on this show for the Battle Queen gathering. Hey now, it's going to be amazing. It's good to see everybody here tonight. So I just want to run right through everybody after we bring you the other cards that were released. And it's Eva Cyanide. Eva Cyanide, one of the Alpha Empire members here on the roster. We see her glorious card as well as her stats and maneuvers on the back of the card. It's glorious. You can get all these cards on the TeePublic store as a t-shirt or anything as well. So stay tuned for more on that. So we have a bunch of cards we already released. We have, let's see, I think I got another one. Isabel, Eva, DFA. Let's bring her card up. The Demented Fallen Angel as well, with her new card also up and running. There it is, DFA. One of the 20 Battle Queen women that will be fighting in that Battle Queen tournament. And it's going to be crazy. Well, those are the new cards for the Battle Queens. We do have the new design, which is similar to the old design. Just some minor adjustments. There's our tour in Series 5. We'll have more of those cards coming soon, as we will be making cards for Austin Collins, number 114. One of the founders of Ruthless Incorporated, one of the first ever signees back in the year 2000, Bill Haight. Clinton Cage will have his card released very soon. Our world champion, Duke Zinda. Dylan Travis. Also, some of the new hires, Hunter McIntyre. The return of Jack Death. He'll have his card released. Leo X of the House of X. Lucas Atiriu. He'll have his card released as well. Corey Quinn. Riley Wolf. Sabria Reed. Teddy X. The Reverend Cupid TRC, the Uncommitted Hooligan, the Valhalla Viking, War, finally getting his card, and Christian Tracy, K-Dog, and ZK, 3 of the newest hires. We got a couple putting pen to paper now. Oh boy, gonna make it even more interesting. Well, you say, what is LTD? And you want to know what is LTD? Leaning Towards Death Wrestling has come a long way. And ladies and gentlemen, we are, if you haven't known, if you weren't around, if you're new to the company in the year 2019 or 2020, I should say, wow, I can't believe it's 2021 already. So last year we brought a bunch of new faces through the LIT, the LTD Invitational. Those tournaments, oh, the LTD LIT was tournaments. Now it's the LTD Invitational Talent that have joined here. They may not know some of this history. Goddess of Pain is in the building. Here is where LTD is. Leaning Towards Death Wrestling is a near future pre-apocalyptic Earth scenario. Some of you may remember that we survived the meteor shower in 2018 with the help of Blade Charge, the rocket scientist who saved the world. And that was our first almost apocalypse. Now, we've suffered plagues and the fire from the sky in 2019 as we all hid in the Golden Pyramid to avoid another almost apocalypse. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then Chance took care of the whole Golden Pyramid. Ugh. Well, we are the gladiators of the Combat Kingdom. We are the final fighters left on the planet. Humanity cut in half or even more here in this pre-apocalyptic planet Earth scenario. LTD is what's left. We are those fighting to be the best in the world, to be the last in the world. But the gathering is happening, folks. The gathering is happening. If you don't know what the gathering is a 100-person event. Celebrating all these different companies that are out there. We are going to be having 3 big tournaments we talked about. The ladies in 20. We have 64 in the main roster and 16 in the HTTP, which are new hires and some legends coming in as well. Yo, it's your boy Leo in the building as well. So we're talking about where Leaning Towards Death Wrestling is the state of LTD address. We are in the near future. We are pre-apocalyptic Earth scenario. Now we've done some tie-ins with different companies like Platinum Dragon Wrestling in the very, very, very near past. But now we have to concentrate on what LTD is and where we're going in the future. We have 100 fighters in 3 tournaments. We have a bunch of past legends flying in, floating in, riding in to be honored during the gathering. Oh, man. So we're hoping to avoid another pre-apocalyptic, another almost apocalypse. Oh, man. Well, hello there, Tiny Taker. So that is what LTD is. That is where the setting of LTD is based. We will celebrate all these other companies. We will have the gathering, and we're going to reward someone before the end of this show that's in that tournament. Stay tuned for more on that. You guys are going to want to get involved if you're in the tournament. This opportunity, I told you it's not a normal 64-person tournament. We're going to have some twists and turns along the way. You see the 64 individuals listed here that'll be fighting in that particular tournament. All 20 will be fighting in the ladies tournament. Now, let's take a look at some of the people that have joined us here in the chat. Big Tito coming into the house. We got Miles Stanley Ward. He'll be competing in the tournament. The D-Train is in the house. Chugga chugga choo choo. And he'll be in the tournament as well. So you guys stick around. This will not be a long stream. And we do have a little prize for somebody, maybe 2 somebodies that are in that tournament to start out. It's going to be wild. After the 3rd round, and keep in mind it's a double elimination tournament, so you have to lose twice to get out. But in the 3rd round, the winners of the 3rd round will get a flip of a coin. For what? It'll be for a prize or a punishment going forward. So we got a lot of twists and turns on the way in the Gathering tournament. A tournament like never before. There's Underscore. And Cassie, Madam Red, thank you for joining the show. Mark Caliber's one of the 64, so stick around. You'll have an opportunity to do something pretty special. War also, the big man will be a part of it. There's Zerk in the house. Good to see you, my friend. The Drum Monkey, of course. Oh, I forgot your drum roll. Another competitor in the tournament. Shadow Press as well. So stick around. We'll see if any of you guys that are in the chat will be able to win this first prize going into the Gathering next week. Let's see who else we got joining us today. Crimson Ninja, another one that will be in the tournament and have an opportunity, and Clinton as well. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wacky. Just like my man, Andy Price. Well, we saw the warning from Andy Price at the last talk show. Take heed, folks. Take heed. And don't forget to check out the TeePublic store. We got new merchandise up there and much more to come. Rob Machete's in the house. Crushing Kelly joining the fun as well. She has a big week ahead of her with that title fight coming up this week. No, you're not Fire D-Train. I couldn't be that lucky. So we got a long laundry list of y'all in the chat here. Goddess of Pain will be fighting in the Battle Queen. We're going to be releasing the brackets here on the show, so stay tuned. As well as Cougar Knight in the house. So we'll let you know what the brackets of ladies are coming up here shortly. Brian LG, another competitor in the Gathering tournament, but he's also the #1 contender to world title. And we've added you, Brian LG. I don't know if you caught the news yet. This Saturday, you're inserted into that world title fight with Mr. Utaker and Zinda. Good luck. Can you be a 2-time world champion? We'll find out. Andy Price, a drum monkey, 2 years in April here in LTD. We're celebrating almost 4 years coming up. Yo, it's your boy Leo. He will also be in the tournament, but he's also in the tag team title tournament tomorrow night, as well as Clinton and a bunch of others. We'll talk about that tournament as well. Tons of information, like I said. If you're joining late, make sure you check out the website for all the updates and everything going down. If you're watching a replay, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about what's going down here in LTD. Raven's back in the building. Hope you got your USB plugged on in there. Hope it's plugged in the right socket there, hon. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? And we talked about the tag teams that are going to be fighting. We'll show that information as well. But there is the House of X as well. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaised Radio. We got a lot of people hanging out here. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild and wacky. The gathering is happening, folks. The gathering is happening. You see the ladies. You got Ariel Black, Angelita, Bad Amy, Carolyn, Swift, Cougar, DFA, Goddess of Pain, Isabella, Eva Cyanide, Ivy Pine, Cassie Kelly, LD Molly, Tiny Raven, Shulky, Sunny, Susie, and Mama. I'll be in the tournament now. Some, the luck of the draw, will be in play-in matches, but it's a double elimination tournament. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check that out and show you and unveil the brackets for the Battle Queen Gathering. All right. Still getting used to this. All right. So let's, here we go. The Battle Queen Tournament. Share that, and there it is, people. The Battle Queen Tournament, ladies and germinals, in the play-in round, double elimination. It'll be Mrs. Utaker versus Raven. Talked about that challenge was laid up there. They haven't fought each other for a while, and they did unluckily draw a play-in match. But the winner of that match will face the Goddess of Pain. Also in a play-in match, Molly versus DFA, Sunshine versus Isabella Dalehite, and Susie the Elf, the briefcase holder, who can challenge for the Battle Queen title in the next 30 days. 27 or some days now, against Angelita in the second round. Cougar versus Cassie. Oh, both in the chat right now. Oh, boy, that's going to be a heated one. Shulky awaits the winner of Molly and DFA. The Battle Queen champion right now, Ariel Black. Will she be the champ going into this tournament starting next week? She faces Ivy Pine. Sunshine and Isabella, the winner will face Bad Amy, Eva Cyanide, and Crushing Kelly in the first round. Susie and Angelita playing to fight Lady Devil, and Carolyn Swift versus Wrestling Mama. There is the bracket starting next week. All 3 tournaments. That's the ladies bracket. Also the losing bracket. We like to call the elimination bracket. Nobody's a loser here. But the Battle Queen tournament will go down. It's going to be crazy. That's part of one of 3 tournaments starting next week. So we talked a little bit about what is LTD. We talked a little bit about the cards that have been released and also the Battle Queen tournament. What else? What else? What else? Well, let's see. I got a little something for you guys out there. Well, we talked about earlier about the private chats that I have available. I have the Skype chat, the Facebook chat, and the Twitter chat. All 3 are private chats where we can converse and keep up with what's going on in LTD. Now, because we have so many competitors here, and I'm blessed to have so many of you, the chats are mainly for show info. I don't want things lost in the shuffle. We had it with the Skype chat. Someone would do an amazing promo, and by the time Monday comes around, more chatter and no one sees the promo. I do not want your promos to be lost in the shuffle. I want to get this information to as many people as possible. So it kind of reeled in, using one of my terms, some of those chats from regular chitter chatter and stuff like that. If you want to drop emojis, or the ideal thing, I don't want to discourage involvement interaction, just the opposite. I want as much as possible, but in the right means. You want to do a promo, you want some banter. First of all, if you have any personal stuff with your character you want changed or addressed, my DMs are always open. Yeah, make your jokes, make whatever jokes you want. But if you want to get involved, and the LTD committee will be watching very closely during the gathering, those most interacted, the most involved will stay around as we head into the Combat Kingdom Stable War 9 and into the summer. So here's how you get involved. Obviously with the live chat, show up to the streams if you can, when you can, and have fun in the chat. We always do. It's a blast. I appreciate, and it's crazy. I have to rewatch the shows just to see what went down in the chat, but I love it. So number one, if you want to get involved, if you can make it to the live chat, that's where the most important, where the fun really happens. If you catch a replay, which I totally understand, you have lives, you have families, you have stuff going on. Leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. You can drop a promo in the comments. You can challenge somebody, whatever you want. Twitter has been one of the best places to do as well. If you send out a tweet, retweet it, we're watching. Reactions to tweets, I can see who is interacting. So you want to drop a promo, tweet it out. We'll retweet it. We'll talk about it. You can comment on it, get a thread going. As you see, I do all the big match cards and previews that way as well. So there's plenty of ways to get involved. I just ask very kindly that the private chats are mainly my information, because I want all you guys, as many as possible, to see the information going on. There's so much to get to, you guys. I mean, between the website, you have a resource to find out who's on the card, who's going to fight when. Each week, I try to have that updated for you guys. So you have a place to go instead of asking, am I booked? Am I here? Am I there? Am I there? All the roster pages, so you know who's on the card, who you can challenge if you win a match, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Tons of information on the website. And that is one of the resources you need to use. Wally's in the building. Good to see you, Wally. And of course, the Wally chant start. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got people. Oh, what are you? Oh, Cougar and Raven licking. Oh, hey now. The chat's on fire here. It's a perfect example of how our chats go. So that's it. If you got a change in your character, an update, that's fine, as long as there's not a million updates, because right now I am using all 100 slots. They're all full. Make your jokes all you want. But I don't know if it's ever been done before. I'm sure someone has, but it's first time ever here in LTD. All 100 spots, 3 different tournaments. It's going to be crazy, people. Oh, so hold on to your hang-dangs and grab your biscuits, y'all. It's going to be a wild and wacky ride. All right, now, we talked about the post-apocalyptic Earth that we're on here in LTD. It's the near future that we're dealing with here. We survived 2 pre-apocalyptic, almost apocalypses. Oh, my goodness. And here's to hoping we don't have another one. We have the gathering coming up very soon with all the crazy fights. We showed you the women's bracket for the Battle Queens, but we have the tag team tournament coming up tomorrow night. So let's take a moment to talk about that. There's James, a.k.a. Money 615. Money, 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 money. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaised Radio. This is the State of the LTD address. I used to do this way back in the EFED days just to keep people up to date. And as much as I put information out, I know it's tough to keep up with. So this is another resource. We'll be using StreamYard a lot more like this for me to get information out. You can watch the replay. You can leave a comment. Leave comments, folks. It's very important to the channel and to the company. That's one way you can get word out, and people are going to see it. If you're not already on Twitter, If you don't want to, don't. But I recommend everybody on the roster to get into Twitter. That's where a lot of shit's popping. I get everything sent out, and I don't like to discriminate. If you only want Facebook, you only want Twitter, you only want Skype, that's fine. That's why I use all three mediums to try to house and to service all 100 individuals. Yeah, service. Make the jokes. There's a Shifty sighting. Uh-oh. Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaze Radio. I did send out the link to all three private chats while we're talking about private chats. And if you missed earlier, definitely rewind and watch. We got a lot of important information. If you go to those private chats where all you guys and gals are a part of, the link before this live stream, you can click on the link and join the party here, and we can talk to you. I don't know if you got time, you got a second, pop in. We got a couple people in the green room right now, but I will bring some people on here shortly. So pop on, hit that if you want, and we can do it. All right. And the thing about Twitter is too, and I see some people, if you don't like it, it's okay. I understand. It's not a requirement. Nothing has ever been required for people to do. All I think I ask is some sort of interaction, some sort of involvement, and the LTD committee will be watching during the gathering. We talked about that before. There's a lot of things. It's not just one. You got the live chat. If you come in the live chat, I know you've been here. That's plain and simple. You leave a comment on the show. I appreciate it. It helps the channel. It helps the show. Plus, I know you stopped by. That's an interaction. Tweets, retweets, and reactions to tweets are easy to track. That's why I like using Twitter the most. So, oh, Cougar, don't lick me in the... Wait, spaghetti and meatballs, right? Spaghetti and meatballs? I don't know. So that was a quick little recap. We went over the cards, the Platinum Dragon. I'm looking at Shifty's Platinum Dragon. I got Platinum Dragon on my mind. If you missed it, he had a great show last night. And I will be continuing. I used the Twitter chat to have links for different shows drop there. We kind of cut that off as well. But trust me, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll be sharing out shows all over the place. Earlier today, GPW had an amazing show. Lucas is maybe still live. He's doing live streams all the time, one of our newest members. So I try to support as many of you guys as I can. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me retweet and send out as many match cards as we want. During the gathering, I'll have everyone's show links in the description of the show so you can find different shows. You can click on them. There's something for everybody out there, folks. And make sure, if you're not already, follow your boy Blaze on Facebook, Twitter, Skype. Goddess, you can ask whatever you want. And don't forget, Goddess has a show coming up this Friday night as well. You can ask something here all you want. We're right here in the live chat. That's what these type of shows are all about. These are interactive. This is the, I don't like to be called a boss. We talked about that. The owner of the company, the voice behind it. I am your dungeon master, your creator, commentator, MC, DJ, ring announcer, play-by-play, all that good stuff. And this is one of the forums where we can chit-chat. You guys can clap off. You can come on the air and talk. If you missed it, check out the post and pre-shows from the last show. And, of course, we got to talk about Riley Wolf's amazing shit. Holy sheep shit. That's what I'm talking about. If you guys want to cut promos and do stuff, this is the place to do it. We'll be doing more of these little shows here and there. So as I ramble off and shove tons of information down your throats. And Crimson's going to have a show this Friday also. That's what I mean. I'll be sharing those out. I'll be tweeting them so you guys and gals know who's live, where they're live, and check them out. All these shows aren't for everybody. We know that. We have not 100 different personalities because I have 4 or 5 SEC members, Shmoo, Tyson, Xander, Jr., those guys. But overall, over 80 different people, 90 different people here. It's not easy to juggle all that. And I wouldn't want everyone throwing information back and forth, everything. And it gets lost in the shuffle. I don't want, because I got great people. I got amazing personalities. I got one of the most extensive rosters, the biggest roster I've ever had. Hey now. And I love it. I love each and every one of you, different ways, different people. I talked about it before. We're an all-inclusive channel. Differences are beautiful. We embrace them. We respect each other. And you bet your dupa we're going to have some fun. Yeah, we get in character in the chats and stuff, and we'll go after each other, but it's all in fun, folks. Grinder gang! ... huh? Oh, boy. Well, we talked about the almost apocalypses we had before, and I'm promising you promises. Let's get back to business. All right. Let's get this out of here. And we are going to share the tag team tournament. All right. Way, way down yonder, you can see the tag team tournament coming up tomorrow night. And yes, wait, did Cougar ask her question? Oh, she has 8 openings. Hey now. So pay attention if you guys want to. Get a hold of me, anybody else. Goddess of Pain is taking applications. She has some spots open. Let's fill them. Hey now. In all seriousness, if you get a hold of me or Goddess of Pain on any of her social media platforms, we will have some prospects for you. But as I said to Goddess, and I'll say to anybody else out there running a show, please do your homework. Please check into these individuals. Do a little background check. Have an application for them to fill out so you have information. That's my 2 cents. If you guys can look into it a little bit, maybe you'll avoid getting people in your company that you really don't want. That's just my opinion out there. I have found that doing a little homework, having some people get some recommendations from people, watch people in their other streams, check it out, check it out. Ooh, Raven's got a show too called USB coming up. Hey now, stick it in, plug it in. But here's the tag team tournament coming up tomorrow night. With Bagwell retiring, this tournament is now for the tag team championships. The first match will be the antagonists, Gordson and Bastage, taking on the Alpha Empire, Chance Midas, and the Drum Monkey. So we also have Clinton has spots open for his company as well, as we have his new company coming in as well. I'm going to try to support as many as I can. There's so many out there. There's no wrong way to run a company, folks. Everyone do it your own way. But I also said, and I talked to Clinton about this the other day, pick each other's brains. Ask around. If you need help running a company, I'll do the best I can. There's plenty more out there that'll help you. That's what it's all about. We tag the gathering with unity. It's all about unity, people. We want to bring people together, share best practices, learn off of each other, and that only makes everyone here in the DWS better. Yes, the Digital Wrestling Syndicate is alive and well with over 30 different companies and more coming around. So many to try to keep track of, but so many different great ways to do it. Our second match in the Golden Pyramid Tag Team Tournament tomorrow night, Crimson Ninja and Clinton Cage of the Sudden Death Society going up against the Scavengers, J-Dog and J Vulture. That's going to be a good one, folks. And then we talked earlier about Leo and Teddy X. The House of X has their opportunity. They got to run the gauntlet here in the tournament like everybody else. It's Leo and Teddy of the House of X versus Jester and Demented, the one-night stand of the Alpha Empire. The final match in the first round sees Redneck Avenger and Feeling Kel of the Cowboys from Hell going up against Bill Haight and Wolf Tirga Viste of Havoc. There you have it, Havoc. Pun intended. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad one. Oh, redacted his comments. What was it? I bet you it wasn't anything important anyway, so who cares? What's the chance it was anything good? Well, I love the banter in the chat right now. We got some new companies coming up, and they're already, you know, the company promoters are working. I enjoy it. I love it. I promote it as well. Cowboy John is in the house. There's another one. Cowboy John is in the tournament. Stick around. We're going to award someone. That's right. The Cowboys from Hell, Shadow Press, in that tournament. We're going to get down to business. I'm not going to waste any more time. We got a good bit of people in here. I hope to see you guys tomorrow night at the tournament. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wacky, as always. But I got a little surprise for you guys here tonight. I wanted to put a twist on round 1 of this tournament. Now, I told you guys the 64-person tournament is going to be random draw in the first round. However, I need a drum roll for this one. That's not a drum roll. Hold on to your hang-dangs and grab your biscuits, folks. This is going to be good. The local family's in the house. Big shout out to the local family. Welcome to the show. You're tuned into Blaze Radio. And if you're in the tournament, the Gathering tournament, that's right, turn the thumb blue, Cougar says. I dig it. You guys already have the numbers rocking in this one, and I appreciate you. But we're going to take it to another level here, people. We're going to do something that I normally do on the shows, but I've never done it here. So here we're going to do, oh, you see it? Do you see it? It's wrestling roulette, baby. Whoever the winners are, here's how we're going to do it. Go ahead. I know the numbers are going to start flying. 0 through 32. However, if you're not in the tournament, you're not going to be able to win this time around. I'm sorry. But get your numbers in there if you're in the gathering tournament. 0 through 36. The winners will get 2 winners here today. The winners will get to choose their first round opponent. So get your numbers in the chat. The ladies tournament we already put up to show you what the brackets are. Those brackets are done. This will be for the gathering tournament. We'll be spinning a wheel here. We'll get a wiener, and they'll get to choose their opponents in the first round. So if you're in the chat, get a number in there. You don't want to miss the ability to pick your opponent in the first round of the gathering. All 3 tournaments start next week. But right now, we're going to get to spinning the wheel. We're going to do this again on Saturday. I'm going to bring a pre-show at 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll come live 1 hour before our super card, and we'll spin the wheel again for 2 more that can pick their opponents in the first round. I told you that gathering tournament was going to be something like never before. Of course, let's get it going. 23 for Rob Machete. Crimson Ninja with 00. Drum Monkey with a 0. Matt Outlaw taking number 7. Lucky number 7. Shifty goes with number 21. Mark Caliber taking 22. Underscore with 21. And the ladies are going to be mad at me because I already... Andy Price taking number deuce. Clinton also going to 0. 16 for Shadow Press. And hell yes, if you're not in it, still play. Raven's going with number 3 because I want to win some money, damn it. Local Family with number 18. Oh, Local Family, 1 number. Holy hell in a handbasket. You really want to win. I appreciate that. We got the whole family picking. I get it. If you're in the chat and you haven't yet, I don't know if D-Train's still around, some of the other individuals that are in the tournament, if you haven't put a number in, the winners here today. Yeah, I thought Cougar would pout. Oh, wrong. But you can still win. Maybe I'll let you pick. If the ladies win, you can pick who gets to pick their first match. I can work with you. I'll work with you. Can you work it? Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's CERN Flimminippaclanya. Oh, yeah. CERN Flimminippaclanya. Oh, we're going to get into Blaised. We don't want to go there. So we got a bunch already. Last call, folks. If you haven't already, get your numbers in. You'll have the opportunity. If you're the winner here, folks, you'll get to pick your opponent in the first round. Well, without further ado, it looks like we got everybody here that wants to play, and it's a good bit of people. Let's see who's going to get to pick their first round match. $29. Oh, I figured we'd have to do this a few times. No number 29's on the board. I'm going to spin that thing again. Last call. If anybody's in the chat and hasn't picked a number, 27. Also a no-no. We're going to keep spinning until we get 2 winners here, folks. You'll get to pick your opponent in the first round. And keep in mind, it's a double elimination tournament. So you'll get another opportunity. But picking your first round matchup, folks, that's got to be great. Number 6. Another non-winner. All right, let's keep going until we got a wiener here, folks. That's how we got to do it. If we get 0s, we'll have enough winners already. Number 10. I don't think anybody picked 10 either. Man, goodness gracious. Thank God I'm not really betting money. And make sure, folks, if you haven't already, we showed it before and we'll do it again. We're going to stop, drop, do it again. Follow your boy Blaise on Facebook, Twitter, and Skype. Nightbot drops that son of a bitch every once in a while. There it is again. If you don't know, now you know. Let's keep it going. We got to have a winner here. $35 is we're gonna get every fucking number until I should have said 2 numbers, right? Kelly's got 25 up in there. Number 11. Was there an 11? No, my goodness, this is crazy. We're gonna do this again on Saturday. Man, I've been losing all my damn money if this is real gambling. That's why I don't gamble, ladies and gentlemen. 34 is a loser. This thing hates me. I know you guys in the chat will let me know if someone hits. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Ain't happening. Number 6. We already had 6 before. So Chance doesn't want the chance of picking his own. 12. Did we have a 12? Did we have a 12? 12, anyone? 12, 12, going once, going twice. This is insane. Well, now you guys get to see what I see when I'm doing the roulette when you guys are playing at 29. It just does not want the numbers that you guys picked. You do not win, Chance. You win nothing. We didn't have a 12 either, did we? Man, this is crazy. No, you do not win, Goddess. Number 20? Was there a 20? No. We're going to have a record here. Most before we get a wiener. No one picked 3 either, I don't think. Yes, Raven with a 3. So Raven in the chat, and I'll wait till we get another winner here. Raven wins with number 3. And lucky number 7 is Wild Matt Outlaw. So we have 2 winners. There we go. And we're going to bring Matt Outlaw on right now to make his pick. You won, Matt, and you get to pick your opponent for the first round. Do you have any idea who you want to fight in the first round?
Tough call here, but just give me a second.
Raven, you get to gift it to whoever you want, and they get to pick.
All right, I'm thinking Clinton for my first match, if he's in there.
There you go. Clinton Cage versus Wild Matt Outlaw in the first round. Now, Raven, thank you, Matt. I'm going to put you back in the green room. We'll get back to you soon. You are the winner, my friend. Congrats and good luck to Clinton Cage in the first round.
Thank you.
All right. Now, Raven, you're not in the green room. Oh, boo, Raven, boo. Plug your USB in, Raven. So, Raven, who do you want to give it to? And while we're waiting, let's bring on Shifty, my friend.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, welcome to the show, Shifty. You're getting Blaised with your boy Blaise.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm just kind of hanging out here with the little dragonlings. One of them's in the big bathtub with Mama, and the other just on the floor. And, well, quite frankly, he's eating a sheep.
Well, it's good to have you on, Shifty. And we talked a lot about our LTD in this pre-apocalyptic world that we're in, the almost apocalypse we had before. We survived them both. We're getting ready for the gathering. We got the big super card and your opportunity to be a Grand Slam champion. But you know that new caveat now. There is a rumble, a 10-man rumble on Saturday now. And here's the people in it. It's Blade Charge, Corey Quinn, Caliber, Matt Outlaw, Riley Wolf, Rob Machete, Shadow Press, Tony Lee Williams, TRC, and Wally. Now, the only person you really need to cheer probably against is Riley Wolf, because if he finds a way to win that, and he is the #1 contender also to the lethal title, if he wins that Blitzkrieg title, your one-on-one fight with the comrade is a triple fucking threat. What do you think of that?
I don't care. I don't care. Let it be 1 person, 2 people, 5 people, 10 people. Put me in a rumble with 30. I don't care what it takes. I am going to win the Lethal Championship. It's a hardcore title, which I can use whatever weapons at my disposal, including my flaming breath. Who wants to step up in front of me? Who wants to step up in front of me and take me on? Comrade, I'm going to send you back to that nuclear power plant back.
Oh, my goodness. Shifty's fired up. Hey, let's bring in our winner, Raven, see if she got her USB plugged in right. Are you plugged in, hon?
Yes, I'm plugged in.
Oh, it feels so good when you plug it in just like that. Well, Shifty got a little out of control there. I had to send him back to the green room. He needs to go puff pass a couple more times. He was getting fired up, huh? I'm sure you've heard him that fired up before, right? Raven?
Always, yeah.
So we had Matt Outlaw as a winner, and he picked Clinton Cage as his opponent. So you get to give this opportunity to anybody but Outlaw and Clinton Cage. So you got to give the opportunity to somebody else on the active roster, and they'll get to pick their opponent in the first round. Do you know who you're going to give it to? You're going to give
And
it
it's got to be a guy, right?
on the active roster, yes.
Okay. Let's go with Andrew Price.
He wants to give it to Andy Price. All right. So Andy Price, Raven has gifted you with the opportunity to pick your first round opponent. I know you're in the chat there, Andy, so you can either join the stream if you can and tell us live on the air, or you can type it right in the chat there. Now, Raven, while you're here, so while we wait for Andy's answer to who he's going to pick in the first round of fight, and like I said before, this Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll be live again here on StreamYards to bring you another opportunity for a few people in the first round of the gathering to pick their first round opponent, and that's going to be crazy. But we talked about you and Mrs. Utaker on the last Get Blaised show, and you said you didn't fight, you wanted to fight, so I said we'll do it in the first round. And when I did the random draw, like I said, you guys did come up for a play-in match with still all 20 individuals, and it's double elimination, but it's you versus Mrs. Utaker as our first match in the Battle Queen Gathering, and the winner takes on the Goddess of Pain. Any thoughts on that?
Lovely. And I thought you liked me. God damn you, Blaise.
I just I lined all you up there, all three were on the show the other day, and it just happened. And honestly, and I was going to do it live on the show. I should have done the draw live because it was random draw. Your Mrs. Utaker's name came up, one of the first ones, so your match had to be a play-in match. And sure enough, when I picked the winner, it was Goddess of Friggin' Pain. So that's
really what you've done is you've lined us all up so you can get your kicks off, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. We're pleased you, hon.
Well, I got 20 of the baddest bitches left on the planet to rip each other to shreds in this tournament, and that's all I could ask for, man.
True, but if I do survive you, Taker, I will have pleasure in taking on Goddess.
Well, now, you guys, I showed it earlier, and I might as well bring it back up here again for some that didn't see it. This is the tournament bracket for the gathering. Here are the Battle Queen competitors and how they line up in that first round. So also, let's take a look down at, I don't want to call it the losers bracket. We call it the elimination bracket. So whoever loses the Mrs. Utaker and Raven match will go down here, let's see, and fight the loser of match 8. The match 8 is Wrestling Mama and Carolyn Swift. So in the elimination bracket, if for some reason you can't beat Tiny, it's going to be either Carolyn Swift, who I'm sure you're not familiar with. I don't think you fought her yet. She's new. She's from the Kyle Young Second City Dojo, one half of the Double Duchess tag titles. But the other one is Wrestling Mama.
Oh, I fought her so often, yeah. Yeah, way too many.
But I mean, we've had a lot of collisions already with you guys and gals from the Battle Queen division. We've seen since January 1st, when it became a permanent fixture here, you guys have really raised the bar. You've been doing
one of your better decisions.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I guess I appreciate that. Artur is in a building. Artur Olivert and another YouTuber here. He is in the gathering also. He'll be in that 64-man tournament. We'll be releasing those brackets. I said will be random draw. We'll do those live on the air next week on the shows. And stay tuned to the website. We'll get more information on that. Good to see you all, Artur. And make sure you guys are hitting the like button, sharing it out, and letting people know we're live here, folks. So, okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot for one more thing while I got you here.
God.
We're looking at the bracket. Say for some strange reason you don't make it through. Is there anybody else who you think, if you get eliminated, who is one of the favorites to maybe win this tournament?
God. Wow, talk about put me on the spot.
You can do like professional athletes do and say it doesn't matter, or one of those dodging answers.
No, because that's a cop out. I said that last time. I said I don't give a shit because I didn't win.
Now we got Lady Devil's a multi-time Battle Queen champion. Ariel has been unbeatable right now. Shulky's a multiple-time champion as well. Plenty others that have held the title. So, to me, any of those 20 are definitely worthy Battle Queens. But it's whoever can outlast everything and run all the way through the tournament, and they'll get a shot at whoever comes out of this Saturday as the Battle Queen champ. So, who's your pick? If you had to.
God, I can't even see it, to be fair. I can't find my glasses right now.
Well, you know the ladies.
I do. I've got a feeling Crushing Kelly might do this one.
There you go. Well, like I said, Kelly does have the opportunity this Saturday to be the champ going into the tournament. And if the champion wins the tournament, they will lock up an automatic rematch if they ever lose the belt. So this Saturday, it is Ivy Pine, Kelly, Shulky, and Ariel. Who do you think is going to end up the Battle Queen champ going into this tournament in the gathering?
Oh, Ariel.
She thinks Ariel has been almost unbeatable, and now she's already doubting herself like she did before, and she always comes up on top. Ripper's in the building. That means some drinks are on the house, folks.
Yay! Bailey's, come on.
Anybody in the chat who types, you get a free drink. You can let Ripper Spring here what you want. The Lethal Libations bar is open. Drink up, folks. Drink up. All right, so you're thinking Ariel's going to retain? I dig it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great
Who
pick.
do you think is going to win?
She's been virtually me. Oh, I can't pick. I can't pick at all. I'm here for the fun. I'm here for the fun.
Hey, you make us pick. Come on, your turn.
I can't. I'm impartial.
Yes,
I'm unbiased radio.
I'm impartial too, but come on.
No,
I mean impartial. Impartial. Yeah.
I'll wait till the final match to make a pick.
Oh, you would.
Like I said, double elimination as well. So, Raven, you have gifted your pick to this man right here, and he's going to pick it live on the air. Let's welcome to the show, Mr. Andy Price. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, Blaise. Well, thanks, Raven.
You're welcome.
Hey, now this is a real international affair here. We have three continents represented here, and this is a little bit of what you get here in LTD. All around the world, many different people, many different personalities, and I'm bringing them together to pull off what people told me I couldn't do. They told me I couldn't have a DWS and support all these shows. It was too much. They said you couldn't have something with 100 competitors in it. Well, I'm going to do what people told me I couldn't do and prove them all wrong. Like this guy, Monstar. Good to see you, Monstar. Welcome to the show, my friend. All right, now let's get down to business. Why we brought you on here, Andy. Now, we had Matt Outlaw one. We spun the roulette wheel. We have two individuals that'll get to hand-pick their opponents in the first round. And Outlaw has picked Clinton Cage. So the only rule right here, Andy, is you can't pick Matt Outlaw. You can't pick Clinton Cage. Someone else on the active roster. Who is it going to be, Andy?
Well, I just had to...
It's a tough call. I mean, it's not... I wouldn't want to be in that position.
Yeah, things with it being double elimination. Do I risk picking an opponent that I could possibly lose to early and then put me in the hole of having to chase, knowing that one more loss and I'm gone? So, there's a few here in the tournament I have scores to settle with, so I'm very tempted to go with them. But I'm going to make a pick, and this is going to be possibly going to surprise everybody.
Uh-oh.
So hang on to your hats, because I have decided with my pick to face in the first round of the gathering. Pausing for a little bit of suspense.
I love it. I love it.
The current LTD World Heavyweight Champion, man who can sort of say owes me a bit for having the chance to become champion, I want to face Duke Zinder.
Wow, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Picking the world champion. Now he has his work cut out for him. This Saturday at the Golden Grand Slam Supercard, Zinda will defend it against Mr. Utaker, who's also going for the Grand Slam, his fourth different singles title. But now we've thrown Brian LG into the fold. So you're picking Duke, and that is crazy right now to pick him. And that's awesome now. Like you said, too, and you had a great point, Andy, that even if you lose, you do have another opportunity in the elimination bracket as well. But challenging the world champion now, he might not be the world champion after that. And if he's not, he's going to be even hungrier going into that tournament, because the end-all be-all of the tournament is a shot at the world championship. But along the way,
yes, there is. The funny thing, Blaise, is I'm facing one of his opponents for that three-way at the Supercard, Mr. Utaker.
That's right. That's right. Earlier in the night, Mr. Utaker is pulling double duty because he's a Crazy 8 champion.
Yeah.
And that's going to get our show started on Saturday. Austin Collins, Kyle Young, Dylan Travis, Leo X, Jay Vulture, Jester, yourself, and Mr. Utaker for the Crazy 8 championship. That's going to be wild.
Yep. So you never know what could happen.
Well, there you go. We have
Utaker, and he goes on and wins the world title. You never know. Always
very
thinking.
true.
That's what I am, Blaise. Always just one step ahead, looking at the.
I got to hand it to you, my friend. You surprised me as well. You
I
surprised me
knew I
as
picked
well.
the right choice to pick him.
Hey, you did, and it makes the show even better for the suspense and the huge challenge. So we got the UK and New Zealand connecting for an international choice of the first match. Now I want to thank you, Raven and Andy, for
You're
joining us
welcome.
here.
No
We'll
worries.
put you back in the
No
old green room for a moment.
Yep.
All right, appreciate you both. That was awesome. That was really cool. Now we got EWF in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. And we talked about a lot here today. We talked about the fact that LTD, Leaning Towards Death Wrestling, is set in a near future pre-apocalyptic Earth. We are survivors of two separate almost apocalypses, but the gathering is happening, folks. The gathering is happening. 100 fighters, 3 tournaments. And I mentioned it earlier, but we will have legends, wrestlers, fighters, competitors from the past in LTD that'll be flying in, floating in, and riding in from all over the planet to be honored during the gathering. So we're going to see some names that we haven't seen in a long time. We're going to honor some of those individuals who haven't been around for a while at the gathering as well. We got 100 competitors fighting, and we're going to bring in some legends of the past to honor them as well. So stay tuned for that. We talked about our private chats here on Facebook, Twitter, and Skype, where as much as I'd love to let you guys go all willy-nilly on there, we're going to keep it to mainly show information, nothing lost in the shuffle. I don't want your work to be lost after a bunch of posts. So if you want to get involved and you want to do interactions, which is highly encouraged, you want to do promos, banter, etc., make sure to stop in the live chat when you can. Leave a comment on the replays, even if it is a promo or a challenge. And if you haven't already, if you want to, join Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I retweet all the shows that I can. You can always drop a tweet with a promo, a challenge, or whatnot. And reactions to tweets, retweets, any interaction will be watched very closely by the LTD committee during the gathering as we thin the herd and have the roster get down to where it is to the most involved people going into the spring, late spring into summer, which is the Combat Kingdom Stable War 9. I don't want to talk a lot about that because we have a long time to go. These tournaments are going to be normal scheduled times, maybe our Tuesday night prior to PDW stream, Thursdays at 8, Friday after Wrestling Mama and Survivor, possibly Saturdays at 7 as well, and possibly Mondays at 5. So health permitting, because there's so many matches, 3 different tournaments, double elimination, we're going to try to get as many as possible. Keep that bell rung. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're following your boy Blaise McCoy on Facebook, Twitter, and Skype so you know when I go live. You know when this tournament breaks down. We will have Nightbot step his game up, Johnny 5. We'll have him with the links to the 3 different tournaments as we go along the ride for the gathering. The gathering is happening, people. It is happening. And that's going to start next week. We also talked about what we got on the plan this week. Tomorrow night, the Golden Pyramid Tag Team Championship Tournament will go back into the Golden Pyramid, not out of necessity like we did back when the second almost apocalypse happened, and Chance ruined it all for us. Ugh. But we're using the Golden Pyramid once again, and we will be in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's right, Las Vegas, the home of Chance and several others. We will have the Golden Pyramid Tournament and then the Golden Grand Slam Super Card this Saturday. What's on tap for that? Well, we just talked about the Crazy 8 fight. We haven't talked about the chaps. Drum Monkey will put his chaps on the line against David Fowler. That's going to be quite interesting. Drum Monkey, good luck. The G6 titles will be on the line when 3JS, Jaden Smith, Jacob Helms, and Johnny Farmer, still undefeated as a tag team, a 6-man gladiator tag team, go up against Alpha, Nick Black, Demented, and Caleb James for that championship. Earlier, we talked about Mrs. Utaker and Shulky going up against Second City Dojo's double Duchess champions of Isabella Dale Height and Carolyn Swift. Shulky has double duty as well that night, as she will be inserted into that Battle Queen title later on with Kelly, Ivy Pine, and Ariel. We talked about Riley Wolf that has to win that Blitzkrieg tournament, the bonus Blitzkrieg Rumble, if he's going to get it put into the Lethal Championship fight. But Blade Charge, Corey Quinn, Mark Caliber, Matt Outlaw, Rob Machete, Shadow Press, Tony Lee Williams, TRC, and Wally, all in there with Riley. Well, I tried to bring Caliber in, but your device isn't connected, friend. I could bring Caliber in to get some words, Mark, if you're listening, if you can connect. If you want to get in here, I'd like, oh yeah, come on in. I'd like to have your word. Mark, good to see you. I hear you.
Good to hear you too, man.
Well, what I wanted to ask you while you're here, obviously, you've been thrown into this bonus match. You can play spoiler. You can whoop on a bunch of different people. I talked about it. Blade Charge, Corey Quinn, Outlaw, Riley, Machete, Shadow Press, Tony Lee Williams, TRC, and Wally. What's your thoughts going in to that Blitzkrieg Rumble match?
You know me when it comes to Rumbles, man. I mean, I love them most of the time, but sometimes I also hate them. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And this is a 10-man one, so not 20 or 30. And you know how we do. We do rapid entry, so pretty much when we've seen people like Mondo and others win these 10-man from spot number 1. So it's not out of the question that anyone can win this. And look, it's some of the best in the world in this one. You got some new wrestlers to the company like Corey Quinn, Tony Lee Williams, and TRC, and Riley Wolf. But you also got legends like Matt Outlaw, Blade Charge, Machete, and Shadow Press. It's an eclectic mix, man.
Yeah, it is indeed, yeah. From the present, from the future, yeah.
And that's what makes it so special. And I think getting you guys involved in that extra match, you never know what's going to happen. Steeler Nation's in the house, popping in, Wrestling Mama eyeballing herself in. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. We covered a lot of stuff here today. And Mark, you've been along for the ride for quite some time. We've gone through 2 of these almost apocalypse here in the world, and I've done everything I can to try to avoid it. I know it's very volatile with this gathering. We got people from all over the world, so up security and everything to try to make sure everything goes without a hinge. But you know how shit goes. Something's gonna go down. Something's gonna mess things up. I'm ready for it. But I want to know, like we watched the other night, Hugo's Hooligans now won the best of 7 against LTD. So not only Alpha Empire, but also now Hugo's Hooligans, thorn in my side. I know you've been battling with inner demons of yourself, but I need to know, is Mark Caliber still on my side with LTD? Can I count on you?
Indeed, but something tells me you may have another one here. I'm trying to keep him inside my head, but he keeps pounding on it.
Is he prickly cactus kind of guy? Or jokery crowy kind of guy? Or I'm afraid to ask. Oh no.
Well, sometimes it's both, but lately it's been more of the cactus side. And it's really sharpingly hurt.
Ooh, and we talked about this before. We've seen the full-blown Joker. We've seen the Crow. We've seen a lot of those, but we have not seen Cactus. We've seen little bits and pieces of them all mixed, but we haven't seen Cactus here. And I don't know if wouldn't know what to expect. And I think that's part of his MO. Am I right?
let's just say he's not afraid to hurt himself. I've seen it. I felt it. Thank you very much for the tax. Oh, man. Hey, with desperate times calls for desperate measures. So I know when I faced Andy Price, the higher up said he was deemed too dangerous. But hear me out. If you want to see Cactus Josh, just let me know.
Well, I mean, I know he is volatile and a dangerous individual, and we may just need that type of thinking somewhere down the line. But also, I mean, what else I wanted to bring up to you, and you know, this continuous wheel, this hamster wheel we've been going on in LTD, but I've tried to inject the company with fresh faces, new talent, all through LIT 1, 2, and 3, and beyond. We brought in Corey Quinn and Riley Wolf. We brought in some new people, and now a new crop of talent coming in, as we mentioned the other day. Lucas Satiriou, Hunter McIntyre, and now Christian Tracy, ZK, and K-Dog. Now, some people know about some of these individuals. Some people don't now. Injecting new talent, I mean, that just only keeps us fresher and better. Now, you have any take on any of these new guys? You know anything about these guys coming in?
Very, very little, unfortunately. I'll have to step into the ring with probably one of them to see what they're actually made of. I mean, it would definitely be an honor for a legend like myself to actually step in the ring with these new guys and give them a chance to showcase what they're all about.
Chance pun. Well, what we're also, and now that you mention that, it's exactly what we're going to do. In the HTTP, which is the Hostile Terrain Testing Program now, no more Radio Rex crap, he's gone. I'm bringing back Shmoo, Tyson Parker, Xander Webb, and Junior McCoy. My Steel City Committee will help test some of these new individuals. Now we got CE and Valhalla Viking who come through the YouTube channel. In that individual, they'll be competing. And then we have ZK, we have K-Dog, we have Lucas, Hunter, and Christian. And I also have 2 other names, possibly 3 more new names coming in. So stay tuned on that. They'll be involved in a 16-person tournament, double elimination. That's the 3rd tournament yet to be finalized. But the winner of that tournament will face off against Jester Cyanide, who holds the banner for our training, our testing program. Because going into the summer, we're going to open that up again as we find out who can stick around and survive through the gathering and open up the doors for HTTP once again. And someone's going to fight Jester for that championship. Mark, I appreciate you. I'm glad to have you on. Any final words before I send you back to the green room and kind of close this all out?
Just a couple of things. For one, talk about Double Jeopardy. And number 2, all you 9 guys out there, legends, newcomers, hope you're ready to rumble.
It's going to be crazy. Thank you, Mark Caliber. We have had an incredible stream. Make sure you check out the website. It is there. The link under my glorious avatar. All the information for the match cards, the links to the tournaments will be there. Wow, we've covered a lot. If you guys are tuning in late, we're over the hour mark. We're going to close it up here in a moment. But we talked about the history of LTD and where we're at. The setting of this company is pre-apocalyptic Earth in the near future. We are the survivors. We are the ones that are left. We are the gladiators fighting for power and honor and pride and glory. We brought all the biggest, best fighters that are left in the world to fight, to survive and reign supreme. The gathering is just an example. Bringing over 30 different wrestling companies here. We'll be supporting all them throughout the tournaments as well. We released some brand new cards, and we do have more along the line. Artur has his card now out. Austin Collins, Bill Haight, Clinton Cage, Duke Zinda, Dylan Travis, Hunter McIntyre, Jack Death, Leo X, Lucas, Corey Quinn, Riley Wolf, Sabriel Reed, Teddy X, TRC, the Uncommitted Hooligan, the Valhalla Viking, War, ZK, K-Dog, Kristen Tracy, and Crushing Kelly are all the cards that the company is working on currently. And man, I really enjoy those cards. I hope you guys like them too. It gives you guys the opportunity to go in and look on the roster page and check out what's going on, what each individual is all about. And I hope it helps you guys as well. Now, the final word will be tomorrow night. We have a tournament, the Golden Pyramid Tournament for the World Tag Team Championship. The antagonists, the Alpha Empire, the Sudden Death Society. We have tons of the best tag teams we've put together. The Scavengers, the One Night Stand, House of X, Cowboys from Hell, and Havoc. All competing for the World Tag Team Championship. There you see the brackets. You see the individuals involved. Now, one individual that was involved that now has a different part of that is he's going to have to wait and see who the winner is, and also find a new tag team partner. Let's bring on Rob Machete, former World Tag Team Champion, who's been stripped of that title because Jake Bagwell retired. Now we have this tournament. Rob, how's it going? How you doing tonight, my friend?
Not bad. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, and I know you've been sitting in the green room hanging out. I'm glad I could bring you on here. I know you're we got plenty of beer and sunflower seeds in there for you.
Oh yeah,
because I know you lost a bunch of your sunflower seeds before. You should just plant them and grow your own sunflowers, and then you can have a unlimited supply.
I don't know how the grounds in Canada would work on that.
True, very true. I didn't think about
Not very sunny out there right now.
Yeah. But what I want to talk to you about is these 8 teams that are battling. Is there any team that stick out that you think could be that champion and could walk away with the title here tomorrow night? Or you're going to give me that you don't care who you fight?
Oh, I do care who I fight. I like easy fights, obviously. I'm not up for a challenge at all. Anything that gets the match done quick and all that. But I would like to see Gordy and the Bastard win.
So the antagonists right up top, they'll be going against Chance and Drum in the first round. That's a single elimination tournament tomorrow night in Las Vegas. And it could be Gordson and Bastard winning that title, facing Rob Machete and a partner to be named. And we could either have someone pick your partner. Shamrock could be helping you decide who your partner is, as he's helped you along the line. Or we could have a fight for it. People are going to have to wait for that. So, Rob, any thought? You didn't make a decision yet or anything, did you, on that?
Oh, I didn't make no decisions. I was wondering how you were coming along with that decision.
Hey, well, after tomorrow night, we're really going to have to figure it out a lot
something
sooner.
quick,
No immediate need, because immediately after this tournament and the Supercard on a Saturday, we're going into the Gathering. So we'll have tournament action for at least a month. But we will be bringing you the new tag team partner, soon to be retired, whoever it is. Your last 2 partners retire.
When we become
champions, you won world championships with those partners, so you really can't be.
So they go out with a bang. Both of them went out with a bang, but.
I think you may be the key. As much as Shamrock.
You want to take gold? Be my champion.
There you go.
But then you have to retire after you lose.
Very true. Well, Rob, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man.
I'll get you back to the green room. And Wrestling Mama has a question. Well, get your dupe up on the panel and ask it. Where are you at, Wrestling Mama? Get up here. What's your question? Wrestling Mama, did you get to see who you're fighting? Wrestling Mama will fight Carolyn Swift in the first round of that Battle Queen Gathering. That's all going to start next week. We're going to try to keep some sort of schedule. So that would be, if we go live, it'll be Monday around 5 o'clock, Tuesday around 7, Thursday around 8, Friday following. I don't know, Mama. That's a good question. Friday following Wrestling Mama and Survivor, or Saturdays at 7. So those will be the time slots I'm going to try to get in. We could have a middle of the night stream to get some of these matches done. The Gathering is going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. Like I said, time and time again, we got tons of competitors. And it's something that I've looked forward to honor all these different companies, to promote their shows and streams as well. And Mama wants to know if Rib, I know he gets mad if you don't capitalize it, but if you call him McRib, he's either McRib. Rob and his partner will have a match before they fight for the titles. Maybe, who knows? I mean, we're going to have to find out. We're going to have a lot of action with these tournaments going on, first and foremost. But that's what I mean. Just wait. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow night. I can't wait for Saturday. I can't wait for the Gathering. Wait. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild, folks. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is your boy, Blaise McCoy. This has been the State of the LTD address. I appreciate everyone who has joined me on the panel and everyone who has joined in the chat. Be sure to stay active, stay involved in everything we do, whether it's on the Facebook, Twitter, or Skype, and in the live streams, of course, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for the Golden Pyramid World Tag Team Championship. Hold on to your hang-dangs and grab your biscuits. It's going to be a wild and crazy ride as we head into the Supercard on Saturday, and the gathering is happening, folks. The gathering is happening. I appreciate y'all, folks. I appreciate you. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already and you enjoyed this show. Salute to all y'all. See you tomorrow night for another crazy show. Take care, everyone. I'm out of here.